just got the light bar installed on the truck. Unfortunately, it was late. I was lazy. I did not film any of it. So this is kind of just like a little brief recap of basically what I did to install it. So this is a 30-inch Baja Designs OnX6 light bar. Has the combo beam, which is the spot, as well as the wide turning lenses, right? So it's got 4 spots, and then 1 on each side is like their wide turning lens, right? And it's made up of 3 individual 10-inch chunks. So I already ordered a complete spot for this center beam, just because I wanted it to reach a little bit further. Because it's a curved light bar, these outside two do really well at kind of lighting up the peripheral and stuff like that, but I wanted this center one to go a little bit further. So one thing we had to do in order to install this was put on a different set of tow hooks. So over here, these are the stock style tow hooks, which I kind of prefer, to be honest with you, only because there's no sharp edges on them or anything like that. You can wrap like a soft shackle around them. You don't have to worry about it, fraying and breaking through. But these ones, you can fit a nice D-ring shackle on them. They bolt up in the exact same way. I'm not gonna take the time to, tell you exactly how to bolt and unbolt those, because I feel like if you can't do that, then you probably shouldn't be conquering the rest of this thing. So, yeah. So these were, I think, $80 or $100 off Amazon, something like that. I'll put a link in the description below. They bolted right up. One thing that I did have to do though is this mounting hole right here. So basically what holds this light bar on is an L bracket and stuff, and it just mounts right here. So this is 5/8 inch thick, as well as this back mounting plate is 5/8 also. So this hole is just drilled and tapped directly into this backing plate. So I did have to run a tap through one of them. I forget which side. I had to run a tap through to clean out the threads in it. They just seemed like they were a little bit clogged up just from the powder coating and stuff like that. Powder coating does seem like it's really good though, which is good. I was a little bit nervous because the way that the OnX6 light bar mounts is it actually has 2 mounting holes. It has the one mounting hole right here, and then also it has one more back here in the back. And there's no way you can use it with this. You wouldn't even be able to adjust it if you could. So I was a little bit nervous about whether or not this would want to move at all. So it's been on here for 500 miles now or so. I wanted to wait, so I could do a quality review. And I gotta say, with just this one bolt holding it, it does not want to move at all. I think it's because this bolt hole right here is darn near the center of gravity for it, so it doesn't really want to rotate at all. It's fairly easy to rotate, like once you break this loose, then you can rotate it and it's not bad. But once you snug it down, it doesn't really want to move at all. Like I was trying to adjust the light bar and stuff at first, and I thought, oh, well, it's just one bolt, like I'll just be able to rotate a little bit. I also have to kind of just grab it fairly tight and I can rotate a little bit. Wrong. It's definitely on there pretty well. So yeah, so overall though, really like how it fits. Like I said, I wasn't a fan at first of these tow hooks, but now I kind of am. This is on Ram 4500. It's a 2016. So that's what we use for dragging around the toy hauler and stuff like that to go to the races, and it's what I use for work as well and stuff like that. So I spent a fair bit of time in this thing. And what made us actually put this light bar on is we were driving down, so live up in Washington, we were driving down to Arizona for a UTV trip, and we were going through Nevada, I think it was, something like that. Anyway, we're going through the middle of freaking nowhere, and you couldn't see a damn thing out there because it was dark as dark could be. It's like you were inside of a pocket. It was crazy dark. And I always thought this truck had great headlights on it and stuff. Like, I've owned several Dodges before. They all had garbage headlights, as like a typical second and third gen Dodge. They all had garbage headlights. Except in these, I threw LED bulbs in them, and I thought they were awesome. I was like, oh, these are super good. These are just like my Duramax headlights, which I think are awesome. Yeah, out there in the dark, it was really dark. Oh, sorry about the air compressor. And I was thinking to myself, like, luckily we were just dragging the enclosed trailer down there, so it's not that big. So I wasn't really worried about anything, but I was like, man, if something like a deer or an elk or something ran out in front of us and we had the toy hauler when we were out here, there's no way in heck I'd be able to see it in time to, like, have time to stop. Like, it'd be all over. We'd plow into that thing. So I was like, you know what? This is not cheap, but in the grand scheme, it's cheap insurance. So I think overall, I think it's like $1,500 total, all in. I do. And yep, it sucks, but as with every Baja Designs light that I got, absolutely love it. Fantastic. I used to be a hater. I will admit it. I always thought they were overpriced. I always thought they were ridiculously expensive. I'm like, there's no way a light's that good. I definitely have fallen on my sword, and now I own a pile of Baja Design stuff because I think they're that dang good. Baja Designs, I don't get any kind of anything from them. I don't get any kind of recognition from them. They don't even know I exist. So I pay full price for everything just like everybody else. I just think they're that good. So that's why I'm doing this. So how I wired this all up, right? So I used their harness, which basically it just runs from, you know, behind here. It runs up here and it runs along here, and you can see it right here comes up. And then right here is the relay for it. So it goes from that relay, so it pulls power from my upfitter switches. So I have a switch on the dash that I use to supply power to the relay, right? So that's like my main constant power supply. So it'll go from there, and it goes from there through the relay out to the light. Now what triggers the relay is it's grounded also. Like, this is just a grounding stud, so the ground wire just connects right up to it. And then the trigger wire for the relay, actually I pulled from my high beams. So if you're working on one of these there and you pull back the high beam wire loom, there's going to be 3 wires. There's going to be a black, there's going to be a blue and white, and a green and white. The green and white is your high beam, you know, trigger wire. So whenever I hit my high beams, the light bar relay will trigger. If I turn on the switch on the dash, then the light bar will actually get power supplied to it through the relay. This way I can, you know, like I can just leave my switch on the dash on all the time. This way I can just leave my switch on the dash on all the time, and I can just use my high beams to turn on the relay, right? Just because that's a supernatural movement for all of us. If you have like an auxiliary switch on the dash you have to push, it takes you a second to get to it, and you end up blinding the poor other driver. But this way I also have the ability to turn them off too. If I just want to have regular old high beams for some reason, I can do that too. Haven't really found a need for it yet, but I wanted to make sure that the option was there. So let's do the most important thing that I know is probably why you clicked on this video, and that is to test it out and see the difference. So let's go make that happen. So here in the truck, this is the switch right here. It's number 1 that I was talking about. So basically that's just, what is it? You can set it up through the computer of the truck, through the dash, and basically it's like it'll return to whatever state it was whenever you turn it on. So whenever I turn the truck on, this switch just automatically comes on. So that way it's always on, always supplying power to the relay. And then whenever I want the light bar to come on, I just use the high beam switch. And then if I want to, I can obviously just turn that off at any point. But that's how that works though. So figured I'd throw that in here. All right, now let's go test this thing. All right, so this is just a little taste of the Baja Designs OnX6 30-inch curved light bar. This is, like I said, this is connected up to the high beams, and boy is it bright. Like I don't know if you could just tell, but on that orange street or yellow street sign that we just passed, it is borderline too bright. Like the reflection that you get back off of it from this light bar is incredibly bright. Like that street sign, you probably could kind of tell in the video that it was pretty bright. It is very freaking bright. I've been on like some back roads where you end up having a whole bunch of street signs stacked up on top of each other kind of a thing, and I've actually turned the light bar off several times because it is so stinking bright. So I don't know if you can kind of see it. So that reflection way up there, I'm trying to point to it and drive my knee, that is a half a mile away. And I can, like, you probably can't really tell, but like if there was a deer up there standing in the middle of the road, I could 200% see that thing. Would not be an issue. Sorry for kind of the bouncy camera. 4500 suspension is not exactly cushy and soft. So, and just turn them off. That's just my regular headlights. So, regular headlights. Here, I'll just do high beams. So, and then here's just high beams, right? So regular or just regular high beams, low beams, high beams, and daylight. So cool. So cool. So this is definitely gonna work for me. Like I said, I just want to be able to have that center light bar, like, because it's essentially it's three 10-inch light bars, right? So that center one that's mainly, you know, facing just forward, I want that to be able to reach out a little bit further. So like I said, I already ordered just a full spot, you know, lens for it and stuff. So that'll be, what, should be here in a few days. Overall, 10 out of 10. Once again, Baja Designs, cannot recommend them enough. I will tell you, it's kind of like firearms. Once you own one, you want to own them all. Like, it is a slippery slope because they are all so stinking good, and there's so many different uses for them. Like, I even run them on our heavy equipment and stuff like that now too, because they're so stinking good, and they're indestructible too. Like, not to mention, like, the light output is great, but god dang, you can't break the damn things. So hopefully this helps somebody make up their mind on, you know, their buying decision and stuff like that. I'll put a link in the description below to everything. That way you guys can kind of find it and stuff like that. So hopefully this helps when you're out there. So see you guys later.